So I've made videos about barn venues that we visit, that we do work at, and I put them up. They're, they're just quick videos, kind of giving a tour of the place. And you've seen videos where we do catering tents at barns. They're kind of a new phenomenon in the past 5 years or so, especially in my area. I'm from the Adirondacks area in New York State, and so Rustic is like a thing. And there's a lot of empty barns around. At first, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, if you have barn venues around you, probably felt the same. At first, I was a little scared because all these barn venues are opening, and it was going to take away business from me. Someone was going to get married in a barn instead of in a tent. But in actuality, it didn't take any business away from me. I still get my 40 wide tents out just the same. It did take a lot of business away from banquet hall people. And I talked to all of them, and they all said the same thing, that they saw a huge drop like the first 2 years that the barns were open. There was one lady who was trying to organize the mayor and stuff to come down on these people. However, like, what's the mayor of one city gonna do when all these barn venues are, all over the place? The mayor of one city has no say in what another town does. So she was just scared. So, like I said, it hasn't taken anything away from me. It's actually added to me. It has been a great thing for rental companies because most of these barn venues don't have caterers. I'm sorry, they don't have kitchens and they don't do food themselves. So they need a caterer to come in. And caterers want to come in and do what they do best, which is serve food. They don't want to bring a whole kitchen. A lot of them don't own a whole kitchen. So they rent. They rent the oven, the grill, the fridge, the freezer, tables for prep, propane. If there's no room for them in the barn, which most of the time there's not, you got to put up a catering tent. And then all these venues, when they first start, they don't have tables and chairs. So they need to rent them from you for a few months until they finally decide, hey, let me stop spending money on these things. So if you do start dealing with a barn, don't get too excited that they're going to rent tables and chairs from you every weekend for the next 5 years. They will eventually buy their own. Just do the rental, be nice to them, so you can get your foot in the door and stay there, because the real money is where the caterers come in. Once you get the caterer, you're dropping out $4,000 of equipment there, and it's taking way less time than you setting up a 40 by 100 and a dance floor and all that. It's every weekend I have at least 3 catering gigs that are $3,000 to $4,000. So that's six. That's like $9,000 just in 3 catering gigs. So they grew. They did a big expansion, and everyone saw people doing this, and they like, wow, we got a barn, or we can find a barn, and we got some money. Let's put it in, or we can get a loan. And now there's like oversaturation at this point. And last year, at this one venue, we were doing 2 to 3 catering tents a weekend, because these barn venues, they try to do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday wedding because they've got mortgages. They've taken out so much money that they gotta have as many events as they can. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there'd be weddings there all the time. They discount Friday and Sunday, and Saturday would be normal priced. But this year, not just the one I'm talking about, all of them are about 1 wedding a weekend. There's a few here and there where there's 2, but we're not seeing a wedding there every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And a few of them have told me that they have seen a drop, and the banquet facilities have seen it go back up. So it is a trend. It's not going to go away, but some of them are going to start falling off because they got that mortgage to pay. And if they can't consistently book Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're only booking one day of the week, Saturday, they're not going to be able to make their mortgage. And you're going to see them, I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to sell tables and chairs to me, they're just gonna fade away, uh, which isn't a bad thing. People will pop up and do the next thing. I think like a warehouse venue is the next thing. Like, I-beams possibly painted black, a nice wood floor, brick walls. I'm seeing that kind of come up online. But if you don't already have barns in your area and you see them coming in, don't get scared. They're gonna be good for you. They're gonna be bad if you own a banquet hall. They're gonna be good if you're a rental company. If you see barns start popping up, contact them. Let them know you can do a catering tent. Contact the caterers. Get yourself an oven, a grill, a fridge. Look into doing plates. Look into doing linens. Because none of these places do linens. It's easy money for them to do linens. Get them in from a linen rental company like us rental companies do. Have them, mailed to their barn. Use them for the event. Upcharge them like a lot. And then mail them back. But like I said, when barns come to your area, if they do, they're not going to be everywhere. I can't see barns being in Florida. I can see barns being out throughout the whole Midwest and the Northeast and the Northwest. Don't be scared. Just embrace them. Become friends with the barn owners and the caterers and make lots of money. Lots of money. And then now I'm a little scared that they're fading. I was scared that they came and were a big trend. Now I'm scared that they're fading because we're doing catering stuff there every weekend. Lots of money in catering stuff. And if the barns fade away, where am I going to do that? Like I said, I'm scared, but then I just think more people will have it in their backyard and I'll get more tents out. And the caterer there will still need a tent and all that equipment. It may not be as profitable, it may not be as many, but it'll still happen. So there's all these trends, they come and go, but who's the one that's always around? Rental companies. We're always around. You can't get rid of us. You just have to follow the trends. Like right now, Rustic in my area is fading. I can see it fading. The barns are fading. The rentals on Rustic equipment is fading. And gold stuff, an elegant gold wedding is coming in. So I positioned myself. I got gold Chiavari chairs. They're not going out that much right now, but pretty sure they will. And if they don't, we'll just keep them stacked in the warehouse, covered, keep them from getting dusty, and wait for it. Same thing with the Rustic stuff. Even though it's going out, I'm not going to sell it. I'll keep it because there'll still be one or two here and there that want a complete Rustic wedding. And there'll be other people who want a few things. Maybe it'll come back in full force, especially in my area. Like I said, Adirondacks, Rustic is big. If you're thinking about opening a barn, I would think long and hard and evaluate your market. If there's already 10 barns in your area, don't. If you're the first or second barn, do it. But if there's 10, 12, you're jumping on a train that's already left the station. You're coming in at the tail end. Don't do it. Anyways, that's my video on barns. If you got any questions about how we deal with barns, or what it's done for my business, or any follow-up questions on barns, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching.